Here's the thing about, Roblox and whatnot. In fact, I don't even like Roblox anymore. It's gone to the point to where it's like I don't suggest anyone to Roblox. If you want to really, I don't know. I tell them if you want a game, I tell them other than Roblox because this platform has been going downhill. I've tried to contact Roblox several times saying I lost my account. My account got hacked, right? I remember back then, right? Like not even 3 years ago. Actually, no, it was 3 years ago. The fact that whenever I say my account got hacked on the support ticket, you know what they do? They bomb it. They nuke it. They absolutely do not care what's on the account. They get rid of the phone number, they get rid of the Gmail, and they get rid of the 2FA. They get rid of it all. And that was wonderful because I got my account back. This isn't the first time my account got hacked. This is the second time. Now that 3 years later, which is, today, a few weeks ago, my account got hacked again. And so I, of course, go to the support ticket. And I've noticed some changes, right? As soon as I submit the support ticket, it immediately goes to an AI chat. Guys, that used to not be a thing. It used to be you go to the support ticket, you fill out all the information, and you submit, and it literally creates a Gmail. It sends a Gmail to the account that you confirm to go to, right? And you use the Gmail that was verified to that account, okay? And so they verify ownership. Oh, hey, this is the guy, right? Well, now when you go to the AI chat, this AI says something like, oh, hey, sorry that your account got hacked. It could be really frustrating and blah, blah, blah. Would you like to proceed? And I'm like, yes, of course I'd like to proceed. What are you talking about? Well, I just create this ticket for nothing? And so, I say yes. And it goes, okay, could you verify that this is the username? And it does the username, right? The Dakrit. And I'm like, yes. And then it goes on, and then it then says, or it closes the chat, or it completely closes it, and it says, sorry, we cannot proceed with this, right? We can't verify ownership. And I'm like, what? And so I figured out that whenever you go in an AI chat, you have to specifically say, hey, can I speak to a human? Or some type of, I don't want to reply to talk to a bot of any sort. And so it, of course, replies goes, okay. It tells me that, could you verify this email that you put in? And of course you say yes. And the next thing it closes it and tells you, hey, we're going to get a hold of humans for the tickets. And oh boy, whenever I go and it emails me and I go check, it proceeds with another AI reply. I kid you not. Another AI reply. Of course, it does the little the first email saying, hey, this is an automatic message or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it tells you to wait or put more information, right, that you missed, right? And so I leave it alone, and next thing you know, I get an email, right? And it doesn't tell a name or anything. It just say, hey, hi, I'm Ford, or hi, I'm Clara, or hi, I'm Chloe, or whatever. It doesn't do that no more. It just says hi, or it doesn't even say hi at all, and then it proceeds with a message saying, "Hey, we cannot verify that you are the owner or whatever," which absolutely mind blows me. Mind blows me because last I checked, or last time my account got hacked and I told it to, it did a background check on my account and it verified that email did associate to my account, right? And then it bombs it, right? And then it changes your password and says, hey, do this and do that, right? No, it doesn't do that no more. You know what it does? It goes, hey, you can't be, or we can't verify ownership because you are not, we're not emailing to the verified email that's on this account, which really gives me a headache because I tell it, yeah, because I don't have ownership, or I can't access that email because it's not mine. It is the attacker's / it is the hacker's email. That is not mine. That's someone else. That's not me. And it continues to say, sorry, you have to reply, or we have to email you on this Gmail, which is absurd. And numerous times I've tried to say, hey, try doing a background check and verifying that the email that I'm currently messaging you on is associated to my account. And they still reply with, sorry, can't do that. You got to do the verified email, i.e. the hacker's email. What do you expect me to do? You expect me just to go on the hacker's email to type in the password and then say, my account got hacked? This is absurd. This is crazy. And it doesn't matter how much proof I give that I am the owner, right? It doesn't matter because I've tried. I've had support tickets. I've had ad receipts. I've had subscription receipts. And it does not matter anymore. I've tried giving out the subscription receipt ID, the number to it, the transaction number. I've tried giving the ad receipt number with the transaction. I've even done to where there was a support ticket that specifically said my username. It said Dacrid. And it was a moderation email, by the way. It literally said, hey, Dacrid, your account got moderated. It literally says that with a support ticket ID. And I gave them that ID. And you know what their reply is? Sorry, can't verify ownership. You gotta use the verified email, which is the hacker's email. Make that make sense, guys. Make that make sense. That is what I'm going through. I am no longer Dacrid, which is crazy because I've been having this username for years, and I'm no longer Dacrid. Dacrid isn't me, guys. I was never Dacrid. What are you talking about? I definitely don't use Dacrid for every account that I use. No, this is YouTube too, you know? Like, Dacrid's not my YouTube username. That's not me, right? This is crazy. Roblox has gone absolutely crap. And I do not recommend this game at all anymore. This game is terrible. Throughout my 20-something years, probably longer. No, I would say like 18, 19 years of Roblox. But this whole time I've been playing with Roblox, right? This has been the worst time I've had with Roblox. The fact is, I have lost over $1,000. Yeah, that's right. $1,000 on this game. Right? I've had over 300,000 Robux on this account. Over $300,000 or 300,000 Robux, which is equivalent to over $1,000. You may be thinking, oh, that's not that bad. It's just $1,000. Yeah, you're right. But that $1,000 can go a very long ways. Right? If you manage your money pretty well, that $1,000 can actually go pretty far. And not only that, but having over 300,000 Robux, just having that is also insane, because I can literally buy whatever I want on Roblox. I could buy any Game Pass. I could buy whatever. All the Game Passes on games. And I will still have a lot. But, nah. You know, let's just ignore the fact that we've had someone that's been with us for over 3 years with no issues, right? Right? Maybe moderation here and there just because he had something on his game and just wanted to take it down. But it was only the game. They only suspended it and that's it. And I just told them, hey, I removed it, and then they put it back up. That was the only moderation that I had on the account. Let's just ignore that fact. Let's just ignore the fact that out of nowhere, that he transitions $300,000, 300,000 Robux. My bad, I keep saying dollars. But let's ignore the fact that this dude, out of nowhere, transitions 300,000 Robux out of a community and then transfer it to another account. Yeah, let's just ignore that. Right? Let's just ignore that. Let's also ignore that he had a community that was growing. And all of a sudden, he just gives it out. He goes, here you go, guy. Here is my community. Here's my group. Right? Let's ignore that. Right? This is interesting. Let's also ignore that out of nowhere that he does something on Roblox that gets him terminated. That his account gets terminated, right? Because I also noticed that. I've tried to type in my username before, Dacrid, and it doesn't pop up. In fact, it came out as account deleted. Crazy, right? Insane. The account literally got deleted. And then out of nowhere, it is now brought back. That account is back. They brought back the deleted account as if it never was deleted, which is crazy. By the way, any Gmail that was associated to my Dacrid account, which would be my dacridblank@gmail.com. I'm not seeing the full thing. Whatever that was associated to my Dacrid Gmail, any other account that was associated to my Dacrid Gmail got banned, terminated, account deleted. Make that make sense. Yet, I can't go Gmail on that Gmail and say my account got hacked, and they start going, oh, it's not verified, you're not the owner. How? The fact that my main account got terminated and all my other alt accounts got terminated. And I literally went on one of my alt accounts and it literally told me, hey, your alt account got terminated, it's because your main account violated a terms of service, which was my Dacard account. And you know what I tried doing? I tried going on that alt account and I tried to literally submit an appeal saying my main account got hacked. I did not do this. And you know what they replied with? They denied it. They denied it and said, hey, you did violate the terms of service. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. Yet they want to say that I'm not the owner. That is crazy, right? Crazy. And I'm not making this up, because I'll even give out proof. I'll even make a Google document about this. I still have all this proof. I still have everything, and I will gladly post it, and I will expose Roblox. In fact, it's gotten to the point to where I actually want to hire a lawyer and sue them for this. I'm getting to that point, because this is really annoying. Right? Let's just ignore the fact that he's gone over $1,000 on his ad receipts of advertisement of his game. Over $1,000. Yes, that is true. And yet you want to treat me as if I'm not the owner. That is crazy. And it doesn't even matter too. I even gave him my credit card that was connected to that account, and they still want to deny me, by the way. Like, make that make sense, right? That's my quote. That is literally my favorite quote now. Make that make sense. Because it's true, right? So, I highly suggest don't play Roblox anymore. Because here's the thing. If your account gets hacked, right? Guess what? You can't bring it back. There is no way to get your account back after it gets hacked. That's how dog crap this Roblox moderation has gotten. How bad it has gotten. And I absolutely hate it. I got to the point I literally tried to call Roblox HQ number. And you know what? You know what the call was, right? You already can guess it on what it was. An AI voice for the phone call, by the way. Wasn't an actual human. And it was telling me what I need to type in for numbers. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that, right? That bot. Absolute garbage. So, yes, I highly do not recommend Roblox anymore. I've lost so much money on Roblox. The fact that I have given Roblox so much money just for them to backstab me. That is what Roblox community is. A backstabbing company. They do not care about you. They do not care how much money you give them. They do not care. You will get robbed. So yes, I am no longer continuing with Roblox anymore. The fact that what they have done to me. This isn't my first main account, by the way. I had another main account. I actually had a main account. Right? And that also got terminated, by the way. That account, which was Vanek Leonhardt, i.e. Vanek, but that account got terminated. And it tried to say that something about back purchase or whatever, that they terminated my account. And I've tried to appeal it, and they've kept denying it. So, more of the story of that, right, is if you ever have any type of transaction from Roblox and you tell your bank, oh, hey, I don't recognize this transaction, right, and it doesn't matter, if you refund that transaction, Roblox terminates the account. It does not care. It's all automatic. It's not a human that does it. It's all automatic. It's by a bot. Once the bot senses that, oh hey, someone refunded a transaction, get this guy out of here, terminate his account permanently. Yeah. And you know what's also messed up about my Vanek account was that I had a Dominus on there and I was wearing it. And as soon as I get terminated, not 2 days later, right, the Dominus got removed off of my avatar. And then after that, it went full account deleted. The username became account deleted and the profile picture became that default looking profile, whatever. Yeah. Crazy, right? They stole my Dominus, bro. They stole it. That's not only another thing, right? My Dacquith account also had a Dominus. It had a Dominus. It had a Domino's looking whatever. It had the purple, sparkly, beautiful hair, galaxy hair, whatever. I had so much limiteds on my Dacquith account, and it got all traded. And it got all traded to an account which I've actually found. Well, I didn't find it. Someone else found it. He's done some investigations, and he found the account that currently has my limiteds. So, and I will also be posting that account. I'm not saying go ahead and obliterate them. I'm not saying like harass them or anything, right? I don't support harassing. I don't. But that's your discretion, right? It's your discretion. You can choose what you want. But for me, I don't do any of that. That's just, it's not professional. So, other than that, I really got nothing to talk about. The fact that I don't recommend Roblox anymore. In fact, that if you have a friend that's trying to find a game and he also mentions Roblox and says, oh hey, I found this game named Roblox, just turn them away. Just tell them don't play that game. It's not worth it. It really isn't. The fact that they have so many games that there's no games. It's all brain rot video games, or like Meep City, which is very boring. I don't know how people can play it. It's nothing but like farming. It's literally nothing but getting an animal, and that's it. That's all what Meep City is. I don't get it. Same with all these like tycoons. There's too many tycoons. There really is. There's all over the place. You know what I used to remember whenever back in 2010, 2008 or whatever, it was an actual community, by the way. You can join, you can chat, you can have a friendly chat. There's no insults, there's nothing. No hacks. All peaceful. Literally. You can play the game, and there were sword fights and whatnot, and you do the usual, like you kill someone and you give it a GG. An actual, like, there were no complaining, nothing. It's just like, hey man, that was a nice kill. You killed me. Nice. It was all peaceful. Now it's just, oh, if I try to sword fight someone and I kill them, they start doing insults and slurs. Bro, what happened? What happened? This is absurd. It's no longer Roblox, it's Pedo Blocks now. Now that I see it. Ever since they got exposed with that by Schlep, now the company has just been going downhill. So, hopefully you understand my frustration. I know this is like a 35-minute video, probably 25 minutes, but whatever. It's probably all going to be edited or not. This is just me yapping, but this is a full-on like story of what's going on, right? I am no longer Dakrid. In fact, I actually plan on changing my username now to something else. I'm still thinking. I really don't know. In fact, I might just become Blackout. Like, an actual username, Blackout. Like, that will be my official, whatever username. I don't care. But Dakrid was a good run. It really was. In fact, Dakrid was actually a made-up username that I made myself. And it was off of something else I can't think of. Some type of castle or whatever. Like, no, I can't think of it. But anyways, I took away letters and I added letters just on a puzzle piece. And then I accidentally stumbled upon Dakrid. And I'm like, whoa, that actually sounds cool. And then I created that username. But, you know, all that thinking of being creative has gone to waste. So, maybe, just maybe, I might keep my username as Dakrid on here and just go wherever with it, except for Roblox. But mainly on Roblox, I mean, especially whenever you go to like a milsim or some type of military and you say the word Dakrid, they'll immediately know who I am. There's other backstories of it, but I'm not going to explain it. I used to be a leader. That's all I can say. I don't want to turn this into like an hour video when I'm trying to explain that don't play Roblox. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, if you stayed for this long, thank you. It was nothing but me yapping, right? Or aka babbling, whatever you kids now say, which is yapping. Me, it's babbling. But for me to fit this algorithm, it's yapping. So yeah. But if you have gone through this whole video, I actually really do appreciate it. It means that you are actually like supportive of me. Alright? And I actually do appreciate it. Not many people are like that. In fact, a lot of people probably, you know, watched or listened to me yap for like 30 seconds and then exit off, because nowadays our attention span is shortened, and I mean shortened. Like, I kid you not, some application paper, right? And I have to literally make the application paper 30 seconds long for you to read. Because after 30 seconds, you lose all attention. That's what I was told. Because apparently our attention span is now really, really short. And that's why I called YouTube Shorts too. Crazy, right? Anyways. But yeah, I appreciate it. And how do I stretch this to 30 minutes? It's at 29 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to crop all this anyways, but all this other, like me pausing, and then all of a sudden I start yawning, which needs to be cut off and whatnot. I'll probably give this to my editor that I hired a long time ago. I'm like, hey, go ahead and figure this out. Yes, that's a lot of me. That's just me. So I do appreciate it, but thank you. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully, whatever day or night, whatever, have a good night, have a good day, have a good morning, whatever. See you later. Goodbye.